B, we already brings you up the last of the 8 channels. And also your effects returns are here. You have 4 effects engines in there, we'll get to later, which are reverbs, delays, choruses, whatever you want them to be. I just set up reverbs, and I might have set up a delay there. I'll have to look here in a minute. This is the masters for all your monitors. Yellow is monitors.
Wait, how did you get to that point? You
C.
hit.
C. Now this is the master volume.
Oh, we need that right now. What was A?
So A's the main one.
A's
1
the
through 24.
what we're plugged
Yeah,
in.
1
The
through
inputs.
24.
Inputs.
B is also the
The
rest of them,
extra
up to
eight.
32.
Okay. And then
things.
C
And that-
is
right.
monitors.
C, the yellow is the monitors. The blue is effects sends. So you've got an in and an out on the effects, and you can also mute the ins or the outs on the effects. I usually mute the input because it sounds really weird if you mute the output. When you start talking, all of a sudden it goes away. But if you mute the input, it tails out. So that's one thing you can do on this that you couldn't do on analog boards. Or if you have it, like you get really cool and you do a song where there's a tap delay at the end, which you probably never do, but it would let that tap out. And if you mute the input.
So what are the greens?
The greens are mixes that are, okay, any of the yellow mixes are not affected by the front of house mix. We call that,
Because they're monitors.
pre-fader.
Okay.
Green ones are affected by the house mix, so that could be a record feed, that could be a hearing aids, that could be video feed, that could be whatever. It's a separate mix that when you bring up Aaron's vocal, it will bring it up in that mix too, because it is post-fader.
Oh,
It is
okay.
post-fader.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And effects are always post-fader too, because naturally, hey, has more reverb than hello. So that's what that is. D is fun stuff we'll never use. They're matrices, so you can actually take several mixes, like you could take your monitor mixes and make a mix of them to send out to something.
D stands for
Yeah.
don't touch.
Yeah, right. And then VCAs are what would be subgroups on a bigger board where you could actually assign all the drums to one. And then if you need to turn just the drums up, you can just do one slider.
Nice.
Never use it in church situations. Concerts, yeah, we do, but church situations, we don't. So that's those. So that is how you get sound to the audience, okay? Now, we also have 4 monitor inputs that are labeled in the pockets on the stage. I'll say Erin is mix 1. She's actually 2 or 3, but mix 1. I hit that button and this board is now mixing for monitor mix 1.
Well, we have 4 in there and 4 in there.
They're both the same though. Like one is one.
So
1,
one-
2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So one and one. 1 is the same on both sides. 2 is the same on both sides. 3
Right.
is the same on both sides.
I think at one point we were thinking we could make it like 5, 6, 7, and 8, but I don't know that we ever. So I think
We can.
You right, and it's run, but we have to switch it back there, right?
Right.
So I might have you show us how to do that in case at some point, like when we do in-ears, we'll want 8 different.
Right. Right. And it's really, you just plug it in to 8.
Because with in-ears,
Okay.
you would have the monitors and the in-ears, right? Or just
No, if you get in-ears, we get rid of the monitors.
fair.
Monitors go away.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yay. And then we'll
Yeah.
happy. So, okay. So
this,
now
what we're looking at now, the little bitty one.
Is
This
mix
is
1,
the
monitor
for
mix 1.
Monitor, whatever's plugged into up there to the
into
one
1
for monitors.
is going to
Okay.
get Aaron and guitar and bass.
Ah.
Okay. To go back to the mix, you press it again.
Fantastic.
Okay. Or if I go to mix 2, now whatever's in mix 2 is getting carry, Aaron, guitar, kick drum, I don't know what 9 was, bass. Again, only take what you need. It is very common for everybody to think they need a full house mix in their monitors, but really all they need is their vocal and something to figure the key off of, whether it's a guitar or piano or whatever.
Because the goal is to have as least amount of stage volume as possible.
Right.
Correct. So, and that goes with here too. I mean, this is the master volume of mix 2.
Oh,
Mix
you know
1
what?
Or 3, yeah.
Were we even touching that
No.
on Sunday? That I wonder if that was part of the problem, because I felt like, anyway, making an adjustment. Okay, good. Good to
Okay.
know.
So yeah. So you have 14 additional mixes other than the main front house. So you can, I would challenge you to have that many mixes. Always, if it's a color, it's not mixing front of house. Okay? The
Oh.
side. Okay, so all of a sudden you're not changing something, and you're like, oh crap. You look down, oh wait, it's yellow. Oh, I'm sorry, I just changed your monitor accidentally. Okay, so the same goes with the effects. This is now what is going into the reverb. Again, blue, blue. Okay,
So only the channels
yellow,
that are up on those will have reverb?
yes.
Yeah.
This is also your master synth.
Mm.
Okay. I don't remember what, I didn't set anything up on 2 or 4. 2, 3, or 4.
Aaron, reverb.
It's just a general reverb. And that's probably all you guys need. Sometimes I'll set, if you were micing all the drum kit, I'd take 2 and I'd make it drum reverb. You know, that type of thing. So,
Is that reverb effect, is that just coming through the main, or is it
Yes.
coming through monitors too?
yes. As a general rule, you don't put it through the monitors because it has a tendency to make people sing flat.
Okay,
Well,
I
I
just
can't
wanted
tell
to
you.
make sure,
Yeah.
like if we have a reverb
Yeah, good question.
effect.
You could, in theory, yes.
So maybe you already covered this. How do we know that FX1 is reverb? Where does it say it's reverb versus FX2? Like what is FX2, for instance, you know?
Oh, duh, I hit effects. And it tells you what they are. Processor 1, 2, 3, 4, of course, lines up with that. Processor 1, so you hit it. And then it
Small
tells you-
hall is the
the
description
type-
of
the type
the
of
type of
reverb.
reverb you're
Yeah.
getting, right?
So let's
So
go-
they're all set up as reverb right now.
Right, so let's go,
I want big hall.
There's large hall,
there's drum plates, I mean, there's
chamber.
reverse, spring, I mean, there's delays, there's
Wow.
all sorts of stuff in there. Reverse delay, flanger, chorus,
Flanger.
Rody, detuned. If you really want to, you know, if you're mad at Erin, you know, you could make her flat.
So I have a quick question. So just potentially so we could hear a couple of these examples, could I grab a mic, plug it straight back in here? Is it gonna, that's another question I guess is, right now, all of these are running through the Cat 6. If I plug something in, does it override that? Or how do I decide?
You have to tell it.
You have to tell it. So I could use an open channel though, right? Is that why this was so quiet when I was trying to run it through those other?
Oh, possibly.
Because I felt like I had to really turn up volume to hear anything. So I was just thinking, like, could I take a mic back here,
Yeah, you can.
sit here, plug it in?
We have to
and-
tell it though.
Can you show us how to do that? Let me go grab a mic. And I want
Why would you ever want to do that, Raj?
Well, like, I can test up
Oh,
here.
okay.
you
Just to
can
test
play
it. Okay.
with it.
Not in performance.
Just to play.
Yes. Somebody wants to.
Could also do something
It's
with,
bright
like,
lights there and
an
everything's
MC.
moving.
take my keyboard out here and jam.
I want to do worship in the round sometime, somehow.
All right.
Make it happen.
Oh, we can.
And we can do it on a different whatever channel you think.
Okay, let's
One
go
that's
to
probably
be-
not being used or
Let's-
something.
Okay, so go
31
to
or-
31.
Should be right. There went the thing.
Is that 31? Aaron, does it say 31 on it?
Yes.
Okay, so 31, so again, select,
Okay.
okay? So now I'm telling you 31, so I go to inputs, and I could now label that
Okay.
Rogers Fun Mic, or whatever.
The fun mic.
So to label those channels, okay, so